Hello Gemini, this is your reading for the month of April 2021. This is you, this is representing your energy, and the Page of Wands, I really like that energy because that really feels Gemini-like, wanting new stuff, doing new stuff, being creative, communicating in a creative way, manifesting new things, also just making new things, and that's something you're doing. But at the same time, there is this advice card here about slowing down. I feel that sometimes this Page of Wands can be a little bit rushed, and with the slowing down as an advice card, it tells me that, yes, it's good to be enthusiastic, it's good that you have your fire burning, but I also see a lot of swords here. So there is some thinking you have to do, and to do that, to bring this creative fire really into the world, I feel there is some slowing down you need to do. And the slowing down is also the Temperance card in this deck is not so much about slowing down as it is about trusting the process, as it is about trying things out. And yes, with that creative card, there will be some trying. Trial and error is part of manifesting, of creating new stuff, of creativity. So that's going to happen. So that energy is present for you. But let's see why you have to slow down. So there is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands speaks about struggle. And I feel this is more an inner struggle, a struggle of, I think it's probably a struggle about all the ideas you have as this Page of Wands, all these creative ideas. Which one am I going to do? Because Gemini, you probably are interested in doing all of them. And you'll probably have to focus more on one. I'm seeing here this Ace of Swords, you see, the one sword. This is what makes me think that maybe it's a good idea, instead of doing everything and focusing on everything at once, that maybe you have to choose one and to make a plan. I feel this Three of Wands is you looking out and having a plan. And maybe you can choose, you don't have to choose one, but you could choose 2 or 3, but not a gazillion ideas. That's not it, because you're going to be completely scattered all over the place. You're not going to be focused. You're not going to be able to have a concrete plan. And then it's only going to stay in the realm of air and ideas. And you want to bring these ideas down to earth, which you can with the Three of Wands, which you can if you have a plan. And I feel that Ace of Swords is really you cutting through it and deciding here what plans, what ideas, and please keep them limited. Don't go for a gazillion, go for 2, 3 plans and work on those. So you have to decide. At a certain point, all these ideas may be there, and you'll be, all over the place, but you need some focus. And with this Ace of Swords, that's the place where the focus comes in. Now, I feel that is going to be more sort of mid-April towards end of May, where this really, when you really come down to earth and you say, okay, I'm going to choose that, and maybe a third thing to focus on and to work on. Because the Four of Swords tells me that you may be a little bit reluctant to choose, but you have to, because otherwise nothing's going to come from it. It's only going to be up in the air, and you're going to throw like 100 balls up, and none of them are going to land in your hands. They're all going to fall, and you're not going to be able to pick them up because there's too much going on. This is where you need to slow down, because this decisiveness, this decision and this planning, you need to slow down for that, because here you're galloping at a million miles an hour together with this Five of Wands, I don't see this as the struggle with somebody else. This is really you having all these ideas and struggling to focus on one of them. So at a certain point, yes, you have to do that. You have to come down to earth and start focusing, and then, okay, this one is really the one I'm going to concentrate on. And the King of Swords, again, it's really telling me, yes, you have to decide what you have to work on, what you're going to work on, because that's going to be very important. So slow down, that is the message. Slow down so you can distinguish and discern and choose what your focus is going to be. And with this King of Swords, you're going to be able to do it, because this King of Swords tells me that, yes, you're going to make these choices, and then you're going to really be very much focused. You have your focus on the 2 or the 3 things from all these ideas that are going on here, and that you're trying out with the Temperance card. This card tells me, yes, the focus is back. And that is going to be more towards the end of the month. So if you have this scattered energy going on, Gemini, sorry, I was a bit... don't worry too much about it yet. But do realize that at some point you have to decide and you have to focus. I feel these 2 cards are really focus cards. Here is sometimes some reluctancy of, do I really have to choose? I feel this card is really saying that. Do I really have to choose? Really? But seriously, yes, you have to. So let's see what the other cards are going to say. Just going to pull one, okay? Yeah. Okay. This is where you know that you have to choose, even though there are like gazillion things going on in your head and you have all these ideas and you are enthusiastic about these ideas. This one tells me that you really have to ponder a few options. And I think maximum three. But 2 would be better. You have to make choices here, because otherwise you're going to feel completely lost by the time that May comes around. So really, you need to, by the end of April, really get your focus back. That's what I would say. The Three of Wands is where you also, when you have chosen, when you focus, and these work together. It's not like done this. No, it's working together. When you choose something and you discern and you start focusing again, you are planning. And if you plan and you tend to your garden, you really tend to the plants and to the things you choose, and you take care of those, and you don't get distracted with other things, then you can really make your ideas grow. You can really bring them into the world and make something out of them. And then they look really promising, but it's that focus you need. Because when you focus, things change. Then really they come into the real world. While here, they're ideas, and here they're also still ideas. And here, the moment you start tending and focusing on a few of those ideas, and as I said, 2, maximum 3, that's where things really start to change, and they look good for you. So I really love this card here. I'm going to just, I love that one as well. So first of all, where I said here, this card, and maybe you didn't believe me, is, you're reluctantly choosing and you're reluctant to make the choices, but you have to. Again, here, sometimes you don't know what you want, where what you think, or what choice, what idea is going to be best to start on. And sometimes you don't see it, you don't really see it, but at a certain point really decide, and then decide like a king and focus like a king, because that is going to bring only, together with this Wheel of Fortune, it's going to bring new stuff, it's going to bring new proposals in, it's going to bring good things in, because then these ideas have footing, they have a foundation, they have a garden where they can grow in. Otherwise, they're just in the air and they will scatter and they will fall away. So there is this act of slowing down that's really necessary. Now I'm going to pull another card randomly from these ones to see what's happening. First, let's see what other advice or what happens here. Compromise, yeah. Yeah, of course, you know, when you choose and when you start focusing on these 2 or 3 things, that's a compromise, because that means you have to leave a few behind. You have to leave a few swords behind, these 3 from the 4, and you're focusing on this one alone. Yep, that's a compromise. Not going to be easy for you, Gemini, but it's something you really have to do. The cards are telling me that. It's not me telling you that you have to do it. I'm just going to pull 2 more cards from this deck. And see what else is happening here. What else I can add. I like this 6 of Pentacles. I feel the 6 of Pentacles is also, you know, these 2 are advice cards as well. So the 6 of Pentacles is a bit like the compromise, give and take. And that is really something you're going to have to do, Gemini. So it's a few times it comes up. It is happening. You have to compromise a few things. You have to let go of a few things. You may not like it, but it's going to happen. And it's, yeah, it's a bit, the Judgment card as an advice card is a little bit like, I find that here it is telling you, you know, when you make your choices, really feel deeply whatever is really pulling you. Because out of these gazillion ideas, what is it that you most want to do? What are the ones that most pull you, pull the true you out of you? And those are the ones you have to choose. Those are the ones you have to focus. So if you have trouble choosing, then I think you have to just slow down again, go inside and see what pulls you the most, because that's how you choose. That's it for you, Gemini. Hope you like this reading. There is a small video on the astrology of April that I've did. I'm going to put a link in the description box. Also going to put a link to a video I did about your professional area of life for the months April, May, June. Putting that there as well, so you can find that back. And for the rest, give me a like if you like this reading, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram. I'm even posting them now on Pinterest if you're a Pinterester, so you can find them there as well. Hope you like this reading. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Don't forget that like, because more likes, more people can be helped with this reading, and that is what it's all about. Thank you, Gemini. Thank you for being here. Bye for now.